Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's show. Welcome to Creatively Miss Me, YouTube tips and more. Now, last week we had a lot of drama going on with the computer, so we had to cancel last week's show. So this week I'm doubling up with two topics. Now, the first topic is what should you put in your About Me section, and then the second one is what should we put in our intro or About Me video. So I have two put together. So let me do a little advertisement and
Tonight's
then we will
sponsor
get
is
on our way.
$5 Jewelry Paradise, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald. Now I have the link for all the information down below. So when you go, tell her Stephanie sent you. Jewelry Paradise, where your independent consultant is Terry Donald.
Okay, my computer seems to be doing the okie doke again, but hey, it's going. And so we're going to jump into today's lessons, and I hope you enjoy them. They are pre recorded. I'm trying to learn how to use the teleprompter. So here we go. Join me as I challenge myself to create the perfect About Me section for my YouTube channel in just 10 minutes. When it comes to growing your YouTube channel, there's one critical element that's often overlooked: the About Me section. It's the first impression viewers get of who you are and what your channel is all about. A well crafted About Me section can engage your audience, build your brand, and even attract new subscribers. This is a key point, y'all. One of the biggest struggles creators face when writing their About Me section is knowing where to start. Now, you might be thinking, what should I include? How should I share? How much should I share? Should I just list out my credentials or try to be funny? You're not alone. Many of us have been there, staring at a blank page, wondering how to condense our entire personality and brand into a few sentences. Another challenge is trying to strike the right tone. Do you want to come across as a professional and serious, or do you want to show your fun and quirky sides? It's a delicate balance, and it's easy to get stuck in the middle, which is really is. When it comes down to it, the About Me section is your chance to tell your story and to connect with your audience on a deeper level. But how do you do that without sounding like a robot or a salesman? It's tough, but a few simple strategies: you can craft an About Me section that truly reflects your brand and resonates with your viewers. So, what should you include in your About Me section? First and foremost, you want to clearly state the purpose of your channel. What do you want to talk about? What do you talk about? Who is your target audience? What sets you apart from other creators in your niche? And secondly, give your viewers a glimpse into the background of what makes you unique. This could be a fun fact, a personal anecdote, or even just a quirky habit. Yeah. Thirdly, you want to give your viewers an idea of what they can expect from your content. Are you going to post weekly tutorials? Will you be sharing behind the scenes footage? What kind of tone they expect from your videos? By answering these questions, you're setting expectations and building trust with your audience. One of the most impactful tips I can give you for creating an engaging About Me section is to use storytelling. Yes, storytelling. Instead of listing out dry facts, try to weave in narratives that showcase your personality and your brand. This could be a funny story about how you got started, a challenge you overcame, personal mantra that drives your creativity. Another strategy is to include a call to action in your About Me section. This could be as simple as asking viewers to subscribe or check out a specific video. By doing this, you're encouraging engagement and building a sense of community. Now, using storytelling and including a call to action are just a couple of the ways to take your About Me section to the next level. By including these key components, showing your viewers that you're committed to building relationships with them and that they're willing to go to the extra mile to make your content stand out. Didn't know all that happened with it, did you? By doing this, it draws your people in and gets them interested in the real you. In summary, your YouTube About Me section is a crucial element in engaging your audience and growing your channel. By overcoming common challenges, including key components and using impactful strategies, you can craft an About Me section that truly reflects your brand and resonates with your viewers. Now, thank you for watching, and don't forget to share your own About Me section ideas in the comments below. Now, if you're looking for more tips on enhancing your channel, be sure to check out my next video. Now, we're going to stop off here and we're going to jump into the questions.
Now, what I did was I did make a video. Now I have to go and find it. I thought I added it in with that one, but apparently I didn't. Well, you know what? I think when the computer did the okie doke on me, I really think that's when it was moved. Let's see. It's not there. Let me look in that folder. But I've really been working on getting the About Me sections a little, getting them the work they need, because a lot of videos that I've watched from other YouTubers, they don't have everything they need in them from the About Me section. Is this the one I'm looking at? No, that's the wrong folder. And what they do is they do a great job. I'm not doubting what they're doing. That's the last thing. But what they're not doing is put enough information in their About Me section so that if anyone is looking for them or trying to find out more about them, that they're not getting it. And you guys, I'm really a little irritated because a lot of the stuff I did to get ready for these videos, I am not finding, because the computer did this delete thing and I thought I had everything together. Let me see. Mm-mm-mm. Let me go back onto the home page. But what I've been working on is trying to improve my engagement into my About Me section, because a lot of people or companies, they go to your About Me section so they can find out more about you, about your brand. And if you have nothing there, then they cannot find you. They can, they don't know enough, I guess, information or details about you so that they can, ask you questions or ask you in on a brand deal. Because sometimes that's the kicker,
is that they look for you so they can make a brand deal. And if your stuff is not making any sense to them, then they don't include you in on the information. Let's see, okay, so the about me section is what can do for me. Yes, it's what you put in your about me section is basically telling them all about you, but you summarize it into key points where they they get to know more about you. And I'm really irked right now because I cannot find that video that I did showing how I did the about me section for the other channel. Did I save it over there? Is that what I did? Let me look at the other channel and see if it's there. Your girl has been loopy. I have really been trying to get back into it. My husband's accident the other day, well, health issue that happened the other day, kind of threw me a bit. And um, give me a minute, Daddy. I'm doing a live. I will call you when I get through. All right. He does that almost every other week. He calls me while I'm doing a live, and I have to remind him that I'm doing one. I cannot find that video, guys. It is when my computer did the okey doke on me, it erased a lot of stuff. And that's the main issue that I'm having, that a lot of content that I thought that I put it together, that it wasn't there. Now I'm going to put up my other screen, and I want to share with you my other channel. I don't know where that video is. Okay, let me get here and share the screen, share a window, and here. Now this is my channel that I play with, which is it's Miss Me Creatively. I just created it to do the lessons for this course, for this channel, YouTube Tips and More. Now, what I did on the video, I showed you how I did my about me section. And basically what I put in here was telling you a little bit about me and this channel. And it says, on my journey as a YouTuber, as a YouTube creator and educator, I wanted to share what I have learned with others. Everyone learns differently. Some ways are lectures, videos, and step-by-step tutorials. When you show them each step, I set the channel up to work with CreativelyMsMe, YouTube Tips and More. If you're interested, then I put the link to my channel. Now, what I did also is I put here links. First channel, home decor. Second channel, education. Third channel, health and education. And then I have my LinkedIn, my email address for this, and my website, so they can go and find me there. Now, basically, your about me section is like a little story to tell the person, okay, my channel is basically about blah, blah, blah. If I do a cooking channel, my channel is about cooking, where I show you the basic skills on how to cook. I give you simple recipes with easy to find objects. How can you manage so many channels? Denise, the Healthy Journey channel is like a Monday through Friday vlog. And when I hurt my knee, it kind of shut that down for a minute. So I'm waiting for the insurance, of course, to approve the procedure so I can get the knee done so I can get back to walking. And then this channel, I only do videos on Sundays. So I've already have my topics up for, I think, to the end of July. So I've already made the cover sheets, with the thumbnails, the little small cards, and the announcement videos. I've already made all of those to July. And then I use later.com, where I put the small card that you put on Instagram and Facebook, and the the short that you put on TikTok and whatever, those are already made and already set up in later.com where they go out automatically for me. So that's pretty easy. I got all that work together when I sit down October, November and plan for my next year. So decorating on the budget is the one that's a little bit more work because I upload on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I have to make sure that my content is ready. I find what I'm going to do. I was trying to stay a month ahead of myself, but when I got sick and then my husband got sick, that kind of cut that out. But I do have my video ready for this Tuesday and Thursday. So this week I plan on filming at least 4 videos so I can have them ready for the next 2 weeks. I'm trying to get back there. It's work, but I plan ahead and I use my forms that I created. Those help me so much. I can sit down and plan all my topics and everything, and like my newsletter. My newsletter is set up until I think June because I send it out once a month. And I think the end of June is the last newsletter that I have ready. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. So I always start working on my new year in October and November. So come January, I already have January and February stuff ready to go as far as flyers and things like that. And then if I need to record, then I go ahead and record. So I kind of works out for me pretty good. I like it. I enjoy it. And I'm really pushing the button on a lot of things. Now, like I said, that a lot of my stuff got deleted. And when I was looking for it, when I came up here, because I had to do some stuff with my husband this morning. So I didn't have time really to come and dig and look for that other video that I made showing how I did the about me. And I'm really irritated. I thought I had it, but it is not there. But I am not going to be upset about that. I'm going to go ahead and do this little advertisement.
While we're here, don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Also, comment and share my content. Now, under Creatively Miss Me, I have 3 channels. My main channel is Creatively Miss Me, Decorating on the Budget. My second channel is Creatively Miss Me, YouTube Tips and More. And
I hope that played all the way through. Is something going on my end still with this computer? So next we're going to go into the next lesson that I have prepared. So let me get the screen ready. Yeah, it didn't do it. I cut it off before time. I see. Let me try that again.
Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. Also, comment and share my content. Now, under Creatively Miss Me, I have 3 channels. My main channel is Creatively Miss Me, Decorating. My main channel is Creatively.
I don't know why it's freezing, but it is. It's something going on. Still with this player. We're going to get it working. Okay, so now let me get to the lesson for today. Where is it? It's on the desktop. I promise that I'm working on getting this together, guys. So join me at. We're going to jump into the next lesson. I'm going to share the screen. Join me as I try to craft the perfect about me video for my channel that truly captures who I am. The About Me video is a crucial part of your YouTube channel. It's the first impression that viewers get of you, and it's what helps them connect with you and your person on a personal level. It's your chance to share your story, to showcase your personality, and let your audience get to know the real you. So, what I'm going to do now is I am going to, as I said, do a intro, which is a video intro. The first one I did, I remember calling, is where I talked and I showed some clips of videos or pictures of some of the other out of some of the videos that I did. So I'm gonna get back and get comfortable. You know my rule. Let me get my pillow. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Right. So here we go. Yeah, Gary got to get into the act, right? Okay. So what I started was, hello, I am Stephanie of CreativelyMsMe, decorating on a budget. I'm going to do YouTube tips and more. Hello, everyone. I am Stephanie of CreativelyMsMe, YouTube tips and more. Here on this channel, I try to make YouTube a little bit easier for the newcomer and the more seasoned YouTuber. Now, all I do here is I share with you when I learn something, I share it with you. Because when I started, there was no one to help me. So I figured, why not be that little angel on the shoulder to help someone get along the way? Because YouTube is big enough for everyone to grow. So jump in and let's learn together. So that was a simple channel intro. And then you would include in, maybe some pictures. So if I was doing it for decorating on a budget, I would talk about that I decorate and that I do thrifting. And as I say that, pictures would come up and show on those things. I do thrifting, or whichever the camera is. I do thrifting and then have some pictures come up on the screen of thrift items. I do home decor. And as I talk, then that stuff will come up on the screen. And most likely I will turn this way. I don't want that light to be in the camera. I will turn and look at the item like I was actually sitting there looking at it. I do a bit of thrifting, home decor, and blah, blah, blah. So you basically want to give them a peek into what your channel is about on your intro. That's all that is. It's your intro channel. So let me go ahead and I have the channel that I have set up. What did I set that channel up? The name of it is, let me pull it up, y'all. Your girl is getting old. Can't remember everything. Let me see. Let me switch to. Let me see. It's. Bear with me. I'm trying to get to it, y'all. Let me get to my page. Get to YouTube. Where is it? YouTube. There it is. Sorry it took so long for me to get there. Okay, let me get to your channel. Okay, my other page is called Miss Me Creatively. So I'm going to do a little intro for that channel to show y'all, to give you just a glimpse of it. Okay, it's Miss Me Creatively. I'm going to put the banner here on the screen so you can see it. Hello, everyone. I am Stephanie of Miss Me Creatively. Now, on this channel, it was just basically set up as a teaching lesson. I use this to show you step by step on how to create a YouTube channel. Now, all the videos for this channel will be linked to my YouTube Tips and More channel. So if you have any questions, then hop on over to CreativelyMsMe, YouTube Tips and More, and you'll find out how each lesson went along. And as always, you have a blessed day. So that's the intro that I will put on that channel to get it over, to get an overview. So I enjoy sharing. So if you have any questions about the About Me section, we will be going over all of this to make sure everyone understands the importance of the About Me section. So I'm going to get off here. I'm going to get off babbling and let's see if anyone has any questions for today. Okay.
Okay. Now, basically, all it is trying to let people see the real you. When you do an about me video or an intro video, you're basically sharing yourself. You're letting people see you, your facial expressions, if you have any hand. Most people, you may not realize, they seem to like when you see the hands in the video. They like to see you go, well, well, come on in. They like the hand gestures. I saw that study and I was like, really? I worked on for years to keep doing the hand gestures. But now I kind of relax. And when I talk, I still do the hand gestures. So the About Me video is basically opening up yourself to the world and letting the people see who you are and how you perform. Now you give them a little tidbits of what you do, just like in the About Me section. So it's basically you putting those two together to sandwich in your channel so people will say, okay, I'm interested in seeing her video. Because at the beginning of your channel for new people, there's a section up top where you can put your intro video where you talk about your channel. And then at the beginning of your video is also known that you put a little bit of intro where it shows, your channel name or your logo and a little bit about your channel. And then you're going into your video. And then some people now are taking those intro videos off. And so when the video starts, it's just them going into talking, saying, hey, today I'm cleaning up this room and I want to rearrange it to come with spring. I want to open it up and get it more brightly. So I'm moving some things around. So you do have people who just jump into the video when it starts. And then you do have those that do an intro like I just did a few minutes ago, stating about the Miss Me Creatively channel. So it's different ways to do your About Me section and your About Me video. Those are two components that we really need to work on. Excuse me, guys. My allergies are kicking my butt for a reason. Why, I don't know. But on the About Me section, it is very important that you put something in the About Me section. And you need to, it's like an introduction where you tell the people, hello, I'm so and so, my channel is about so and so, so and so. My channel is about cooking. My channel is on homemaking, where I share homemaking ideas with the YouTuber or the young mother or the seasoned mother, whichever. You put that in your About Me section. The About Me section is crucial. There have been some sponsors that have said this in notes to me that, wow, you have something for us to understand who you are in your About Me section. We don't have to look at your videos to guess what you are. We see the name of your channel on your banner, but we want to know a little bit more. And when we saw your About Me section, you say who you are and what your channel's about. And our product goes along with what your channel's about. But if you have nothing there in your About Me section, then some sponsors, real sponsors, won't contact you because they read that. They read your About Me section. So you need to look at it and critique it, look at it and make sure that it's not a filler, because I have read some that have a lot of fluff, and you need to take out the fluff and just be straight to the detail, where you can see what your channel's about, where you know that your channel is about decorating on the budget, and that you, like on my decorating on a budget channel, my thing says that I like to decorate my home to make it look like the magazines, but I knew that my pocket didn't say that. So I tried to find budget friendly ways to decorate my home on a budget to make it look like a magazine. So they see that I decorate on the budget, that I do organization, that is a lifestyle channel. It's all in the About Me section. So they see that in there. So your About Me section, guys, you need to put something there. Just don't leave it blank. Put something there. And if you have Instagram that you post on for your YouTube channel, or you have a website, put those links in your About Me section, so that when sponsors come there, or somebody comes to you, another YouTuber, and they want to do a collaboration with you,
They see your channel name and they're like, okay, what is this channel about? Well, there's nothing in your about me section. So what are you about? And if you have Instagram, you put it in there. And a lot of people, when they see you on you have an Instagram link, they will join your Instagram. They see you have a Twitter or a TikTok or Thread or whichever. If it's all linked in your About Me section, when they get on your page, those links will appear when they click on the About Me, and they're able to join you on those. They'll be able. A lot of people subscribe from your channel. And then you have people that come to your Instagram and they subscribe to your YouTube. So you have to put that in there to be advertised. Does anybody have any questions about the About Me section that you want to ask? Now, hopefully I can find that video I did on making the About Me section for my Miss Me Creatively. I'm determined to find where that video went to. I'm thinking that the system, what it did was it backed up a lot of my stuff to the OneDrive, and it has been a minute trying to get all this stuff out the OneDrive. Okay, Denise says, really, I feel like I wave my hands around to it. No, Denise, I've seen a lot of people on these things I've been looking at where people seem to think you're real, you're authentic when you're talking, when you do motions. If you're sitting there like a talking head, sometimes they go, okay, really? But if you have gestures, you move your head, you have a facial expression, and you move your hands around, they seem to like that. There's more interaction. So that's why I started back not holding my hands all the time, or I used to sit on my hands when I did recording, so I wouldn't do that. But when I saw that survey that I found that people tend to like hand gestures when you're doing a video, I stopped sitting on my hands doing videos. I started doing more of just letting my hands go wherever they go. When I talk, it goes. So I'm really liking what I'm learning on here and learning new stuff about the About Me section, about what's important, what we need to put in, the key points about ourselves. Mainly put your first name. But if you don't want people to know your first name, that's up to you. But if you put your first name in there and a sponsor comes, and then when they write you, they go, hello, Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. I'm so and so from Johnny Mac, and I would like to ask you to collaborate with me, because you have to really pay attention to these sponsors. There's a lot of Amazon sponsors out here that come at you and they want you to buy the product first, and then they reimburse you. That's not a sponsor. That's them getting a number count on Amazon. Because on Amazon, when you sell and somebody buys, you get a number account. I got this many sales. I got this many sales. And that way they're getting sales, but they're not sponsoring you. You get what I'm saying? Okay, what does Denise say? Denise said, girl, did you see me doing the DIY spice blend when the pepper trigger? Girl, yes. And it was like, oh man. Yes, I saw it. I saw it. Hello, and nice to meet you. Welcome, welcome. But I really want everyone to pay attention to your About Me sections. Okay? Make sure that you have something in there about you in your channel. And you would be amazed that you don't think people read those, but a lot more read them than you think. And sponsors read those things. So you need to make sure you have something in your About Me sections. Now, next week, let me see what my topic is for next week. Y'all know I'm ahead. I try to stay ahead of me. Oh, I got the thing up over here. Let's see. Let me go down. I'm determined. I'm going to find that video I made of me doing that about me section in my other channel. I can't believe it's. When I say my computer did the whoop de whoop, it really did. It did it. What it was Microsoft did an upgrade. What does he say? A pretty philosopher of what you get on the wall. What should a depressed? Okay, we gonna have to do something with you. Hello, News. Are you talking about what to put on the About Me section on the YouTube channel? I don't understand what you're talking about, Lumix. Let's see. Next week, I want to do. I'm probably going to do. It's either going to be. I think it's going to be meet the person behind the channel, or who am I on YouTube. I believe that's what one of those is going to be next week, because my computer did the whoop last week. I'm trying to keep ahead of what I'm doing on here. I know I wanted to jump into. Let's see. I know I want to talk about. Hmm, I put them on the block list, Denise. This don't make any sense. I will make you a moderator on my lives. It makes no sense for people to get on and do all that foolishness. Let me pause it so it don't make that noise. Let me cut the sound off and let that play. Uh, Add as a moderator. Okay, there it is, Denise. You are a moderator. I couldn't understand what he was saying, and then I kept looking at what he was saying, and then the next one popped up and didn't even make any sense. But next week, after we do that, and we're going to jump into, I believe, is mics for next month, for March. I think March is the mic month. Where is my list? I'm telling y'all, I've been, woo. When you're trying to get disability set up for everybody and get doctor's appointments and everything, because I'm taking care of two people, it kind of throws me off. Yeah, the month of March, we're doing microphones. So we're going to talk about mics in a little bit more detail next month. And we're going to talk about the specific mics that normal vloggers or creators as YouTubers, what we use. And then the following month, we're going to be talking about planning. So that is going to be a good thing to talk about, planning. I'm really ready for that one because I've already have some things ready for the planning. And then following that, we're going to be talking about lighting. So I'm trying to do specific things each month to help people so we can get an understanding of what we're going to do. So I have planned till May on this channel. I have already planned to May. So I have to do June, July, and August, September, November, December. So if you have any topics of anything that you care to discuss or want to learn on here, let me know. I am in the process because Leona asked me about getting somebody to talk about how to use a camera. And I have a gentleman that I know that's really good at cameras. And I'm going to talk to him about coming on or even doing a pre-record thing if it need be for him to be on and explain some basic tips about, a camera. So I'm working on talking to him. He's been so busy. He's been out the country. So I'm trying to wait for him to come back in so I can talk to him and see if I can get him to explain more about cameras. So I am working on that for Leona. So does anyone else have anything else that they would like me to do research on so we can get for the rest of the year? If you do, then let me do this. You know, your girl is trying to get everything doing. I'm trying to get it going. If you have any topics, there's my email address, and then I have my other social media accounts that you can subscribe to. CreativelyMsMe, Decorating on the Budget. Then I have Healthy Tips and More, and this channel, YouTube Tips and More. I'm also on Instagram, TikTok, Thread, Facebook, and Pinterest. Yeah, I'm on all of those. And I have a website, CreativelyMsMe.com. Now, I'm pretty active. I try to keep myself going and keep things going. Also, too, on my website, well, I have these that I've come up with that I am loving. I, if you want to scan the screen and join my channel, I love it. And then I have the healthy tips, of course, what I just spoke on. And then we have decorating on a budget. Also on my website, I do channel banners. So if you're interested in getting a channel banner made, I do channel banners. I also do channel intros, as well as I do seasonal intros. If you watch my channel, Decorating on the Budget, you see I change my intro with the seasons. And then I do end cards or end screens. I also do lower thirds with your picture and without your picture. So whichever one you feel is best for you, let me know if you're interested. I have my website and I enjoy helping and working with everyone. So I think that is it for the evening, guys. Let me go back over to the chat. I see. Oh, let me see. What did he say? I will sneeze again. I haven't had a troll, Denise, in so long, but in a way that's kind of funny. I had one years ago, and it was a person that called themselves Ghost. And what they did, they got on the channel and they talked about my size. They talked about my makeup. They talked about my hair. They talked about the vitiligo on my neck and on my arms. So I did block them, and they tried to come back under another name. And I blocked them, and I sent their information to YouTube. And after I did that, I didn't hear from them ever again. But you are now a moderator on my YouTube Tips and More. I thank you for that, because you're always here to support me, and I really appreciate it. I want to thank everyone who's here watching for tonight to support me on the About Me tips. And I also want to thank the people in the replay, because you always do a girl good. Don't forget to give your girl a thumbs up. It doesn't hurt you, but it helps me. And I love to see when you leave comments and tell me that I that you have questions or you have something that you want to do. And I really appreciate that, because it makes me want to work harder and find more information. And I will see you guys next week, and we'll talk more on the About Me section. Bye-bye.